Hello everyone, welcome to the second installment in my Five Nights at Freddy's series. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out part 1 where I talked about the first game. If you've already seen part 1, I'm glad you're back for another video. Today, I will be talking about my 100% playthrough of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So buckle up and strap yourself in because this is about to get wild. Much like Five Nights at Freddy's 1, this game starts off with a newspaper clipping before dropping us into night 1. This time, we're dropped into an office with no doors. Yep, that's right. Our modes of defense for this game are a stupid flashlight and a spare Freddy mask. Oh, and don't forget the music box. With that out of the way, here are the achievements we need to get. Similarly to the previous game, we receive an achievement every time we complete a night. That gives us an easy 6 achievements. The other 4 come up later on in the playthrough, which we will discuss later once they come up. The last thing I want to mention before getting back to the gameplay is the control scheme for this game. You can use LB for cams just like before and RB for the mask, which is pretty easy to get used to. Lights are a different story. You use A for the front flashlight and B for the vent lights. Why are they different buttons? I'm not really sure. But what I am sure about is how freaking difficult it was for me to wrap my head around this. Maybe I'm just stupid, but I am not joking when I say I struggled to get into a rhythm.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get used to having B for the light, but then A for the hallway.
With night 1 being slow and boring like always, I had some time to familiarize myself with the new controls and mechanics. Speaking of mechanics, it's time to introduce the spooky music.
Oh my gosh, it's the spooky music.
Basically, a sound cue will play continuously if an animatronic is approaching your office. It's a very nice addition to help the player understand when they are in serious danger, but boy does it give you PTSD. Since it was just night 1, I only got attacked once by Bonnie. With Bonnie being the only animatronic to actually enter my office, night 1 was a breeze. Freddy did show up in my hallway, but since he is so freaking fat, he was too slow to make it to my office before 6 a.m.
Yes! First night complete with little to no issues.
Now, you might think that this game would be just about as easy as FNAF 1, considering how few animatronics there are. You got Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Marionette, and Mangle. Seems pretty easy, right? Well, in night 2, Phone Guy turns everything upside down with one little sentence.
By now, I'm sure you've noticed the older
Oh my gosh, the older model sitting in the back room.
Those are from the previous location, and we just use them for parts now.
Yeah, I can tell. I mean, look at these things.
That's right. Not only will we be dealing with the toy animatronics for the rest of this playthrough, but also the freaky older counterparts sitting in the parts and service room. The first of these freaks to be introduced to the player is Foxy. Foxy likes to stand in your hallway and stalk you like he's Michael Myers. All you have to do is flash him with your flashlight to make him go away. If you fail to do so, then he'll eat you like a 5-star buffet. Foxy is the only withered animatronic to really be a threat in night 2, so we'll talk about the others later. And if you thought that wasn't enough, this night also introduces the single most annoying animatronic in the entire freaking franchise, Balloon Boy. This little piece of crap will take any and every possible chance to ruin your entire day. If you see him in the vent, you're supposed to put on your mask until he leaves and goes crying to his mom. If you fail to do so, then he will get into your office and eat your flashlight batteries like a newborn baby. Now that you are completely defenseless against Foxy, he will laugh in your face until you either A, throw your controller at the screen, B, wait around until you get your face eaten off by Foxy, or C, restart the entire night because at this point you're pretty much screwed. On my first attempt, I died because I was moving too quickly and didn't notice his Pinocchio-looking face in my vent.
No! Crap, we're dead. Yep, I knew it.
Now that is embarrassing. I can't even remember the last time I had died in night 2 of a FNAF game. I don't know what was going on with me that day, but I struggled with night 2. Maybe it was a mix of the new controls and mechanics, moving too quickly or not reacting fast enough. But eventually, I passed night 2 and got my second achievement, 2 Nights at Freddy's.
Yes! It only took like 4 tries. Oh my gosh.
Although I was quite annoyed with the multiple deaths I took in night 2, It allowed me to get more comfortable with the controls. With the rest of the withered animatronics coming into play this night, it was extremely beneficial for me. Now that these withered animatronics are now being added, it's time to discuss their mechanics. All 3 of these animatronics will appear in your office. All you need to do is simply put on your mask until they go away. The catch? They can pop up at pretty much any time and may even flip down your camera in some circumstances. To make matters worse, you don't have a lot of time to put on your mask before you're killed, and the console ports have a bit of mask delay for some reason. This proved to be quite annoying in some parts of the run, but wasn't too much to handle. Aside from that, Night 3 was actually not that bad. I breezed right through it and collected my 3rd achievement, 3 Nights at Freddy's.
Go away. Yes! Oh my gosh.
Night 4 introduces the missable achievement that this game has. To get the achievement, You Soothed, you need to beat the night while keeping the music box wound up above 50%. Not terrible, right? Well, I thought so too. That is, until I realized how freaking annoying the animatronics get at this point. My first death this night was actually due to the mask delay that I had mentioned earlier.
Oh my gosh. No!
This delay proved to be quite frustrating, but me struggling to get the mechanics down was nowhere near as frustrating as this.
Come on, go away. I think, was that 50%? Oh no, I didn't get the achievement. I didn't get the achievement.
So what happened there is I had beaten the night, but apparently didn't get to the music box in time to keep it above 50%, meaning that I had to go back through the entire game just to get back to Night 4 and attempt this achievement again.
No! I didn't get it. Oh my gosh, we're gonna start over this entire game just because of that one attack from Bonnie.
So after playing through the entire game for a second time, I got back to Night 4, which I completed after a few more deaths. This time, however, I kept the music box wound up and got the achievement, You Soothed.
Come on, give it to me. Yes, we got it. Let's go. You Soothed. Kept the music box wound above 50% for all of Night 4.
Upon completion of Night 4 for the second time, I decided to log off of stream for the day. I had played through the game twice, so a break was much needed. The next stream, my main goal was to beat both Night 5 and 6. Night 5 was pretty tricky, as I had to move a lot faster to keep up with all of the animatronics and the music box. Much like Night 4, I didn't really have a lot of trouble with this one. I kept doing the same things that I had done before, which helped me glide through this night with ease.
No! Oh my gosh! No! No! Yes! Oh my gosh, we just got so lucky. We just got so lucky.
Now, you'd think that since I'd beaten Nights 4 and 5 pretty easily, I'd be able to stumble through Night 6 with relatively no issues, right? Well, much like Five Nights at Freddy's 1, Night 6 takes a huge step in difficulty. This night was hard, not because I wasn't good enough at the game, but it always felt like I had to rely on RNG to determine whether or not I would make it through the night. For most of my attempts, I would make it to about 2 AM, maybe 3 or 4 AM if I'm lucky. My biggest issue was that I couldn't move fast enough. No matter how well I was doing during a run, it would get to the point where I couldn't put the mask on in time, flash Foxy enough times, or simply couldn't get to the music box because of enemy spam.
Come on. Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me, please. Oh. Oh. Oh no! Dang it! I didn't have time. Oh my gosh.
I had 3 total streams dedicated to beating Night 6. Golden Freddy even made an appearance in one of them and decided that he would personally destroy all confidence I had in myself to beat this night.
Oh my gosh. What? What? Oh, I flashed him. What? I put on my mask.
While all of these factors contributed to me dying over and over and over again, there is one character that made me more enraged than I had ever been before on stream. That character was, drumroll please, Balloon Boy. This knockoff Pinocchio looking pile of bolts ruined more attempts than I can count.
Oh! No!
The main reason why he was able to do this was because I was moving too quickly and couldn't process the fact that he was still in my vent until I pulled up my camera. The other reason why he ruined many attempts was simply his mechanic. What you're supposed to do when you see him in the vent is to put on your mask, listen for the vent noise to indicate that he left, and then continue on like normal. With there being so many animatronics active in this game, it's really hard to tell whether an animatronic is leaving a vent or if another animatronic is entering a vent. This caused me to flip up my mask too early, which essentially ruined my night. Another fact about his mechanic is that there are times where he takes forever to leave. Here is a prime example of how he ruined one of my very few 5 AM attempts.
Come on. Oh, no, Chica. No! 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 Foxy was even in the hallway when I put my mask on! No! No! I was at 5 AM. No.
Even though it felt like I couldn't control whether or not I'd be able to exceed, I didn't give up. Over the course of the next week, I streamed Night 6 about 4 different times, totaling around 6 hours worth of gameplay for this night. Eventually, I got to a run where RNG was on my side after 4 AM, causing this to happen.
Come on. Yes! 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 Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I'm shaking. I'm shaking. I can't even stand. I stood up and now I'm... Oh my gosh. I am on my knees on the floor right now because I'm... Oh my gosh. Finally.
After 6 long, grueling hours of grinding this night over and over again, I finally beat it. The amount of satisfaction I felt from completing this night almost made me feel like I was done with this game and was free to move on to FNAF 3. Unfortunately for me, that was not the case. I still needed to get 2 more achievements, which included completing all of the death minigames and beating 1020 mode, the hardest mode in this game. Completion of Night 6 opened up the Custom Night, which, in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, has multiple preset nights that will give you a 3rd star upon completion. Even though there isn't an Xbox achievement for beating all of these custom nights, it is still technically required to 100% the game. To make matters worse, I was starting my 2nd temporary summer job the following day, so juggling 2 jobs at once forced me to put FNAF 2 on the back burner for about 2 weeks before being able to get back on the grind. Eventually, I was able to get back to the game and start a custom night with the little time that I had. The first preset custom night in this game is 2020-2020 mode, or 420 mode, which includes all 4 withered animatronics. With these animatronics AI difficulties being set to max, I figured that it would take me a while to beat, seeing as how I would have to get back into a rhythm after being gone from the game for quite a while. Fortunately for me, that wasn't the case, and I was able to beat this night on my first try.
Yes! First try, let's go. Let's go.
Next on the list was New and Shiny, which included all of the toy animatronics. For some reason, I kept dying on this one, so I decided to save that one for later and move on to Double Trouble. This night gave me no issues, and I was able to complete it on my first try. The next night I attempted was Foxy mode, which has Mangle and Foxy set to 20 AI difficulty. The only real challenge that this night brought was flashlight conservation, but after a couple of attempts I was able to squeeze by. The next stream, I was locked in, allowing me to make great progress in the 2.5 hours that I streamed. I completed New and Shiny mode after a couple of tries and one-shotted both Ladies Night and Freddy's Circus. Now that I had all of the random challenges done, all I had left to do was the gradual build-up to 1020 mode, the real reason why this playthrough is rated a 10 out of 10 in difficulty. Cupcake Challenge is the first of these 3 difficult nights, setting every animatronics AI to 5. While 5 does sound and appear to be relatively easy, I still found myself struggling. Eventually, I made it past and moved on to Fazbear Fever. Fazbear Fever adds an additional 5 points to every animatronics difficulty, which made this night extremely hard for me to complete. It took me a little while to get into a rhythm, but once I did, I started to figure out a couple more of the quirks that this game has. For example, if I heard Mangle in my vent while winding up the music box, I wouldn't immediately put down my camera. Instead, I would wind the box for a couple more ticks. By doing so, I gave myself a higher chance of getting an animatronic blackout from either a withered animatronic or Toy Freddy, allowing me to stall Foxy while also clearing out any animatronics in my vent in most cases. Although this strategy didn't guarantee a blackout, it definitely came in clutch when blackouts occurred. While it did seem like I had a great strategy to conquer this night, I still struggled severely. After experiencing death after death after death after death, I finally made it to the end.
Come on. Go, Toy Bonnie. Go. I'm so freaking dead again. I'm gonna die to Foxy after this blackout, I think. Holy crap. The clutch up? No way. No! Are you kidding me? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Please. 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 Please let me live. Please, 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 please. Please. Please! I just want— Yes! Yes! I don't even know how we— Oh my gosh. We just got so freaking lucky. I don't know.
In total, Fazbear Fever only took me about an hour and a half to complete, so not terrible, right? Well, I thought that after getting lots of practice with Fazbear Fever, I'd be able to stand up to Golden Freddy mode and put up a good fight. Unfortunately for me, that would not be the case.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Just kill me already. Golly. I hate this. I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. gosh! I hate this. Why does this exist? Why do I have to get this for 100%? No! Are you kidding me? I was doing so well. It's 2 a.m. Oh my gosh, I didn't get a flashbang. Oh my gosh, I was about to flash him.
Whenever a blackout occurs, either by an officer, animatronic, or toy body, I weigh an extra 0.
I was just about to flash the freaking hallway. I hate you, Toy Bonnie. I hate you. I was just about to flash Foxy. Oh my gosh, it's purple guy. Oh no, they're all dead. Yes, we got the achievement. You tried.
Right from the start, I realized that I was in fact not ready for this night. It honestly felt like no matter what I did, I couldn't move fast enough. A majority of my deaths were either by Foxy or the puppet. At the time of making this script, I have put over 14 hours into this game, about half of that time being on 1020 mode alone, which I still haven't beaten. Currently, the closest that I had gotten to beating it was about 4 a.m. Shortly after the last few 1020 mode streams, school started back up and I hadn't had much time to get back into it. Some attempts were made to come back to this challenge, but I was so out of practice that I couldn't get past 2 a.m. Attempts to start editing this video were also made, but I simply didn't have the motivation to do so with everything I had going on. Due to the sheer amount of streaming and grinding required for this night to be completed, I've simply been forced to throw this game on the back burner and focus solely on school and my personal life. Once I have time to sit and grind out the game again, I'll come back to it and make a video once I complete it. But as for now, I'll be moving on to FNAF 3 when I stream again. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Much like the first one, this project took a lot of time to produce. I'm very excited to get into FNAF 3, but also excited to come back and conquer 1020 mode once and for all. But as for now, that is all I have for this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Go watch the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. This is Undying Terror, signing off.